the Bears, the Eagles in Philly. Philly coming off the win in Buffalo. The Bears coming off, their shit show against the Chargers. Eagles favored by 5, over under 42. Let's see. We got Deshaun Jackson coming back, right? So anything else I'm missing? I don't think there's any other key injuries to this game. If not, Mike, just lead it off and tell us what you think.
Yeah, I think Deshaun Jackson will be back. I don't know how effective he'll be. He may not be 100% at any point this year. That's something that Coach Doug Peterson mentioned a couple of weeks ago. But, even though the Eagles are 4-4 and the Bears are 3-4, it feels like these teams are moving in different directions. The Eagles have finally gotten kick-started. The Bears are just grasping for anything they can find, anything they can believe in, any way to turn this around. The defense has really fallen apart since the offense can't do anything. The team hasn't won a game since that dominant performance against the Vikings 4 weeks ago, and I think it's going to continue. Even though the Eagles, all the reason for the Bears to get a little revenge on the Eagles for the double joint game, the Eagles at home taking on this Bears team 27-20, and it could be worse than that, but I like the Eagles to win. They've rediscovered their running game. If they get Deshaun Jackson back and he can do even 90% of what he usually does, it's going to open up the passing game. It's going to put a lot of pressure on the Bears defense, and the Bears offense just can't get it done. We've seen that. And it's not like there's hope that they're going to go back to the lab and come up with some great game plan. It just feels like they've lost their way and they have no idea how to get back on track.
Agreed there, totally. I want to Akeem Hicks. Where are we at, guys? Can somebody look that up? Where he's at?
On injured reserve.
He is for sure. Okay, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't popping back in the game this week. Either way, but I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the records are closed, but it does seem like one team is going, green arrow up, and the other team's going red arrow down. Certainly. I thought the Eagles actually played their best game of the year last week up in Buffalo. Like you said, ran the football downhill. Eagles, Philadelphia, Doug Peterson, run the ball downhill. Play to the strength of your team. The strength is all the big they have up front. That's when they were at their best in their Super Bowl run. It was a run-first team, and then it opened up all the Doug Peterson intermediate passing. And you're right, Deshaun Jackson being back is going to open up a lot of stuff. Off of that, the Eagles are getting healthy. Okay, I don't know. Last week, Mike, I bang on the table every week for the Eagles to get underneath the center and run downhill with Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard because they're downhill running backs. Stop this shotgun crap. Okay, I understand you can do it a little here and there. And I don't know if it was the weather last week in Buffalo that forced Philadelphia to do it, or if Philadelphia legitimately just said, no, we're going to get underneath the center and run the ball. But to me, that's where they're missing out. Doug Peterson at times can just fall into this Andy Reidville of, shotgun throw, shotgun throw, shotgun throw. No, stop it. And the other thing is the Eagles' corners being healthy, having Jalen Mills back, having Ronald Darby back just absolutely changes their football team. And I have no faith in the Bears offense. The Bears defense, of course, is good. But if the Eagles will run the football, the Bears have shown, really, in other weeks other than the Chargers game, okay, because the Chargers offensive line would have a hard time blocking you and me, that you can run on the ball a little bit right now in Chicago. I mean, I never would have guessed it, and that's why I asked about Akeem Hicks, because I think it's showing a little bit with him not being around how good he is, one of the best interior D tackles in all of football. But the Raiders and the Saints, they ran the ball on that Chicago defense. And I think you'll see the same thing again from Philadelphia, or at least I'm hoping. I'm taking Eagles 24-14 at home, and I think they continue to trend on that upwards green arrow.
Yeah, I agree with you. They have a narrow margin for error. They've got bye week after this game. Then they have the Patriots and the Seahawks back-to-back weeks. So it's not going to be easy, but 2 straight wins going into the bye week, and then they make their run or they don't after that, Chris.
Yep, that's right.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.